Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Real Ball Talk. Hope everyone is blessed and well. What are you telling me, Jeff?
All good, all good, all good, man. Been an interesting week of football again. Feel like I'm gonna be saying that for the rest of the season, man. Some funny results keep happening.
No, facts, man, facts. Rash is going to join us in a sec. He's just sorting some stuff out at home. I'll be on in a second. Jalil is unable to be on today, but big him up as always. And yeah, smash the likes already, five in the building, and subscribe if you're new to RBT. So yeah, today's show is going to be a little bit different. Just going to add Rush on in a sec. He's just sorting out his headset. But today's show, we're kind of going to be doing like a preview of the running. Only 11 games left for most teams. So pretty much they say with 10 games to go there, so it's crunch time. Um, so let me just add Rush in now. What are you saying, Rush?
What's going on, people? Alhamdulillah, it's good. How you doing?
All good, bro. All good, bro.
My
Yeah,
guy.
we're just saying that we're just introducing the show that we're essentially looking ahead to the final 11 games. It's going to be international break after this weekend, so for you know what, it's probably a good time to kind of look ahead to the last 11 fixtures, especially with the title race, where we can make our final predictions on title race, top four, and relegation because they're all very, very, very tight. Um, I guess before we just delve into that, obviously, um, just touching very quickly on the weekend. Obviously, Arsenal going to Fulham, winning 3-0. City going to Palace, winning 1-0. I think, at this time of year, it's all about wins, but the nature of Arsenal's win was very impressive. Um, Fulham, I think, were eighth in the table before kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
They were eighth on a decent run of form. They've been on a decent run of form all season, to be fair. Um, so yeah, like Rash, what did you make of like the nature of the performance? Like 3-0 in the first half. You know what I'm saying? Clean sheet was important too. What did you make of it?
I think it's important, and we haven't done a show in a bit, so we've kind of like missed out on the Arsenal their clutch win when they won 3-2 in the last minute as well. Um, when they won at drew at Sporting as well during the week as well. So it was kind of like we wanted to see a good result on the weekend. We wanted to see a kind of a dominant result. Signs to show, look, they've got over the blip of Man City, and look, we are ready to take full control once again of our season. And I think that's what they displayed, just total control. And you kind of just want to see that from your team. You want to see them obliterate aside in the first half and just have the now you'll be able to relax in the second half and just set up in a way where it's hard to penetrate. You're still a threat, but you don't have to go all out because you've already got your ace covered already. Do you understand? So you I think it was a very professional performance at the weekend. It's like I love the guy Trossard. Like from Brighton, I rated him, and just to see what he's added to the team, to be honest, for immediate impact and what his technical ability is, I think he's actually turned out to be a better signing than Mudryk would have been, because Mudryk would have still had to settle into the UK style of football, the language, all the other things that he has to deal with right now in Chelsea in regards to settling, and then having to
Mm,
pick up a particular style of play as well. The way
yeah,
Trossard has just jumped in. The style of play that we have, it fits him like a glove. It's like he's been there already. To get 3 assists in one game for us. Um, has that been done? Who was the last one to do that?
No and a
in
half. He was
one,
the first player to do it
One
in a
half,
half.
yeah. He was the
in
first one to do it in the
one
first
last
half,
was the
isn't it?
first player to do that, but the last player to get 3 assists, I think, Mkhitaryan
Mm.
in his debut.
Mkhitaryan was the last. Yes, Mkhitaryan was
Maybe.
the last one
And
to get that with
before that, I
Arsenal.
think Fabregas got four in one game once.
Jeez, what a player.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, no,
But you know what?
but
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because I was going to ask you guys as well as you're talking about Trossard. You think Trossard's our best January signing since Arshavin?
listen, I've got mixed feelings about Arshavin. Yeah.
Think about the first 6 months. Just think about
The
the first
first 6
6
months, his
months.
impact. Yeah.
Yeah, just think about first 6 months. Yeah.
All right.
Probably
So
is.
I'm trying to think
probably
of the time since in Jan. I might be missing someone. I mean, I guess Aubameyang. I guess.
Oh yeah, that was a. Oh yeah. Aubameyang was. Yeah, that
he
was a
started
fire
he
January sign.
started great.
Yeah,
Yeah, he started great, Aubameyang, as well.
He was
but
good
yeah,
for
Him-
two
sorry.
years, whole years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I remember when Arsenal signed, we were quite a bit off top four at that time, and
Yeah.
then we comfortably got top four.
Yeah. He
Look,
was
it's like
cornering from from the left hand
the
side.
Fabregas, Van Persie were all injured them times,
Yeah.
so he was key. And Trossard, like he might play a key role in like maybe a title winning team potentially.
I think he is going to be a key. He is playing a key role, and I think he will be very valuable over the next 11 games as well that we do have, especially with the European football that we have to see that we've got Martinelli, we've got Saka, we've got Jesus, we've got who's come back. Thank God for that. We've got
Good, good
Trossard as
squad.
well. We've got
Good,
Reece
good.
Nelson. When he comes on the pitch, he still looks dangerous as well. He's actually becoming a problem for the opposition teams as well. He's finally finding his feet this season. Um, with getting a little bit of game time, I think we've got a really good forward. And when Eddie comes back, I think that we've got a plethora of choice for the amount of games that we've got left to see us over if the tactics are done correctly. I think the tactically style that we have now is spot on, especially between
Mhm.
Trossard, Martinelli, and Saka. The way they interchange is really good. To make that work with Jesus and Trossard together, I still want to see that. Like to me, that's like I really want to see how that develops and works because we know about the chemistry between Jesus and Martinelli. Yeah, but Trossard will bring a different element to it as well. It's not so on the go, on the go, on the go, and Jesus won't have to do a lot of the movement that he normally has to do with
Yeah,
the Martinelli runs as well. So it's going to be really good to see those lot play together. But it was a good performance, great control from the midfield. Partey and Shaka combination again. Yeah, that's fantastic. Partey's looking fantastic again. You know,
yeah,
um, you got Zinchenko having a good game. I don't even think it was one of his best games, but it was. He was just exactly what we needed.
yeah.
Saliba again showing why he's top four, he's a top player as well. That
He was
performance was just
fantastic.
it was just so controlled, so
He was
concise, so
fantastic.
intelligent. Like he top.
Yeah,
Gabriel, he wouldn't have got the same rating to me as Saliba if he didn't score, but the goal made it up. Do you understand? So
he's really good at some set pieces.
yeah, man. And
He's
as
good
long
from
as
set pieces.
we can keep getting those goals from defense and midfield as well, we're gonna have a good chance over the last couple games. I'm looking forward to how it goes out. But yeah, again, great defensive display. Ramsdale, so impressed with that guy. Do you know what I mean? When it's time to act, he's there, but he's got control as well of the game. He's so good with his feet. He made, I think, one mistake in the whole game. It's okay, people do that, but I just
Yeah,
think the guy he's actually been like a really, really, really good signing for Arsenal. And we hear his statements as well that if he could, he'll stay with Arsenal for the next 15 years and become an Arsenal legend if possible. That's his mindset is. That's what we want from the guy in between the sticks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just really glad about that performance. Well done from the manager. Well done from the lads.
yeah. To be fair, I think when he says that, I genuinely see that he means it. To be honest,
Yeah.
I reckon he means it, man, 100%. Let me read out some of the comments. Big up Falak in the building. Hope you're blessed. Saying hello, gentlemen. How are we today? We're all good. Thank you, Falak. Hope you're well too. Man, like Mr. TKA, it's been a minute, bro. It's
Hey,
been a minute.
hey.
See you, man. Saying yes, man, and been a while. Hope you're all good over here, man. Hope you're blessed
Salute.
too. Big up Daniel in the building. Hope you're blessed, my brother. Saying top player Saliba. Gabriel has been our best defender. Yeah, I think
It's a
over the
valid
course of
argument.
the season,
Yeah, especially over the last, even if he was just to do it over the last 6 to 7, 8 games, it has been Gabriel.
yeah. No, I think it probably since the World Cup, or just a little bit before the World Cup, actually, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So and obviously, obviously, I think when he says defend, I'm guessing he means. Well, I'm guessing he's probably including Zinchenko and thing into that too. Yeah, Zinchenko is a bit different. I almost don't look at Zinchenko as a defender. Funny enough, it's it's a weird one with him. Like he's so important to the thing. We got Anton. Hope you're blessed, brother. Saying, "Yo, Arsenal to the world." Hey, man, it's that time, innit? That time. 11 games to go. Can you imagine? Who would
Yeah,
have
man.
thought? Who would have thought we'd be here at the start of the season? You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
yeah, Jeff, I'll let you have a few words on Arsenal as well, bro. That win against Fulham, bro. What are you telling me?
Not too much to add. Just good display, man. Yeah, the game pretty much killed in the first half, man. Like, there was nothing more to do, and you're 3-0 up. You just coast home, man. Make sure you don't get any injuries and get over the finish line. So yeah, we did that. We came out of starting blocks well. Like first 5 minutes, we were already controlling the game. Don't know
Yeah,
when the first goal was disallowed, but I think it was like 10 minutes or something. Yeah, man, I think we really played well. Partey, yeah, was running out of superlatives for that guy, man. Like when he plays, we're just a better team. It's just that
yeah.
simple.
Just
Like
that simple.
that's it. Like it's very simple. Like it just makes you think. Like even like all these like the Declan Rice talks, like the change in style. Just when you think about Declan Rice playing DM and Partey playing to DM, the game just ain't as expansive. Like Partey just does what he wants in the middle. He's not making
Yep.
people. He's playing it left and right. Like it's a mess. Like he's doing whatever he feels like when he feels like doing it. So
Dangerous guy.
madness, crazy. Like what he was doing. I know it's Fulham. People might say, and I know in our group chat, shout out to our guy Ross. He's like, Paulinho weren't playing and all that. Like Arsenal seem to keep playing, man, when they're what do you call it? They're
Haven't
When
got
they're
their
not,
best
not
squads
fully
when they're
fit,
not at their best. Yeah.
they're not the
yeah.
best.
I said, I hear you. Like you're meant to say that as an opposing fan. Me as an Arsenal fan, I'm entitled to not care too.
Like to not actually give a damn about the
Yeah,
opposition team and what they line
yeah.
up as.
Because yeah, we're doing our job. Like Fulham are still a good team, regardless of Paulinho not playing. They're still proving that this season they're a good team, and
Yeah,
yeah,
because
that makes me.
Pereira had an okay game. Pereira played well.
I'm not gonna lie. Like at Man United, I gave him a lot of stick. I just thought he wasn't good enough for Man United. He's good there though. That's his level.
That's his level. Yeah.
Like he,
That's literally him.
because he's
That's
dangerous. Technically, he's a good player. It's just at that level, like the things you have to do just have to be a little bit quicker. And he's not that good. But a team like Fulham, where you might be afforded a little bit more time in certain games, and there's not so much responsibility on you, like he did look good. But yeah, Partey outstanding. Odegaard, man, that's the captain you want. I even saw that he apparently was ill. So he wasn't meant to play, but he kind of pressed the issue to play, and then you get your goal and a great performance from the captain. So, and the guy is 20. He's 20 what 4,
24. Odegaard's 24.
Yeah.
and
24.
this is the thing. Like Odegaard, like you can see like he needs to add more goals, but then he scored 10 goals this season, Premier League goals.
That's good to
Brilliant
be honest.
numbers. Brilliant numbers,
That's
man.
amazing. That's amazing because it's 10 goals and there's 11 games left, and you're an attacking mid. We play 26 games or 27? Is it
Yeah, I mean
26?
Odegaard's not even the type of player that I would judge by stats anyway.
No, but just for that reason, that
It's good.
when you're at that level, like regardless, the stats are gonna play a
Of
part.
course, yeah, of course, yeah.
Like they're gonna want something. So the fact you got 10 goals, 6 assists, and we're saying that you've got a lot you can add in terms of goals, that shows where you are. 10 goals and 6 assists is a great output for an attacking midfielder. Like we give him Bruno praises all the time for similar stats.
Yep.
And Bruno deserves those plaudits, don't get me wrong, but Odegaard deserves those plaudits too. I saw that little clip from Redknapp about he's the best in the league at the moment. All right, chill out. Like,
When he says the best in the league, I didn't actually see that clip. Did he mean best
right
player?
now, he meant best player right now.
I think he said best midfielder, didn't he?
Did he say best midfielder?
I think he said best midfielder.
Let me see.
I mean,
I
I
posted
don't know
it. I
if you can
think.
say that because Odegaard was actually a little bit off form for a little bit.
Mhm.
Just a
He
few
had like a
games.
3 games. He had like 3 games where he was just a bit
Yeah,
low
like
bar.
Best
Yeah.
midfielder. Yeah, so he said best midfielder. So of course it's just the right now thing, which to me, I highlighted like last season when we said
yeah,
it about Salah. I'm done with it, like
yeah.
because it's just it's no added value to a
Man
conversation.
got the dirty wine cellar. Yeah. Man got the salada and the dirty wine instead.
Oh man, that's funny. But nah, but even so, like Odegaard deserves his praise. Don't get me wrong. I think Redknapp maybe OD'd a little bit on it, but the point is Odegaard is one of the best attacking midfielders in the league, whether you feel he's the best or not. Like to me, is De Bruyne without question, regardless of his little blip in form. But Odegaard is right up there, right up there. Like
Yeah,
he always seems to make time for himself, and that's a sign of a great player. Like
yeah.
player who can slow down an entire fast game and play the game at his pace. There's not many that can do that at all. That's a
To
rare
be
skill,
honest, the front three alone, between them, there's 30 goals or more.
bro.
The only other team in Europe that's hitting those numbers with their front three is the
Mm-hmm.
PSGs of the world and so forth like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in around the right company, you know.
Facts. And when you again, I'll even speak on Martinelli because I
Mhm.
just don't think he gets enough plaudits because for whatever reason, like
Mhm.
I don't know what the exact reason is. Maybe he's not always the most pretty of footballers.
I think that's
I
what
don't
it
know,
is.
That's what
I
it is.
think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
but
What it
but
is.
in terms of what he's done, like 18 months ago, Martinelli was fighting to get in the team.
Hmm.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
we were saying that why is a Martinelli playing? And just
Yep.
because Arteta probably didn't trust him. Obviously injury prone. They'll say he plays the game at too much of a fast pace. Like it's a
Yep.
bit too chaotic. And you
Mhm.
just need to slow it down.
Mhm.
18 months on, just leaps and bounds. Like that left wing position is his. That's
Yeah,
his.
yeah,
Even if
and
you
that's
buy
why you
him.
gotta give Arteta the credit because he's got this record with
Mhm.
the wide boys as well.
Yeah, Martinelli is our top scorer for one. Like that's our top scorer. Like regardless of how you feel in the Premier League, that's our top scorer. He scored 12 goals,
Hmm.
and he's really, really been killing it out there. Like again, there was a free game period where he could have maybe done with a rest. I even said it on the show, like maybe just switch out, bring Trossard in, just let him see what Trossard is doing, and just let him implement it in his game. Because sometimes there are things he can implement. Like he can't always just run past everybody. Like you need to make some inverted runs too. But I'll say this: like when him and Trossard play, like similar to when him and Jesus were playing, they've got a great relationship because
At the
Trossard,
weekend, didn't Martinelli play up top?
pretty much,
Yeah,
like
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they were switching
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
interchanging,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think Martinelli dominated the majority of that patch anyway. Trossard's was mainly on the left hand side. I think the
yeah,
heat
yeah,
map
yeah,
showed.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
that's the
yeah.
great thing
I
about it.
do prefer Trossard on the left to Martinelli though.
You do?
Yeah.
Listen, I am.
Mm.
Listen, I don't know about prefer. I can just see the clear difference, and I rate the boy Trossard. That boy is quality, man.
It's an
Like
Arsenal player, man.
yeah,
It's an Arsenal player.
it's a
Yeah, yeah,
different
yeah,
type of element, boy, because Martinelli is very like hectic,
yeah,
skillful,
hectic. Yeah,
speed and everything
yeah.
like that. Trossard knows he's not the speed guy, so he'll deceive you with footwork and body movement. It's just amazing to watch. You think he's gonna run 2 yards that way, he stops. The defender's gone still because
Yeah.
of the way his body is. He cuts inside, he twists back that way. He just confuses the back line all the time, which
Benefit
causes
of having benefit of having 2 feet.
you
Very
understand? Oh, did
technically,
you see in the
Benefit
very
game?
of
Did
good.
you
2
see at the
feet.
beginning of that game? He had a chance where the ball fell to his left foot, but there was no room. So he quickly just skipped onto his right and tried to hit it at the top corner with his right
Yeah,
instead, and it just went wide. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot he can do that. The boy
yeah,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
he's
it's a tricky
mad
player, man.
quality, mad
Like
quality.
that's a great addition. Like I even
Yeah.
agree with what Rash said. Like the Mudryk one, I think for long term, Mudryk, I think he's an amazing player, like long term.
I
But
think
for right
Mudryk could have
now,
proved at Arsenal still.
yeah, Mudryk would be cold. Like in a year's time at Arsenal,
Mm.
that's a mad front 4 or 5 options you got up there. Like they'll be
Mhm.
crazy. But for right now, Trossard just slotted in. Obviously, he's a season pro, been in the league, and for the 20 mil, it's looking like a steal. Like he's come in, he's done bits. But
Such a steal.
yeah,
Such a
me,
steal.
I'm still like Martinelli. To me, I would prefer him. Like Trossard always has to play. Like he's never going to be a game where say Trossard doesn't come on. Like his first sub, or if someone like I don't know is injured or below form, you bring him in because he can play anywhere along the free, or he could play an 8. He's that good. But like Martinelli's ceiling, I just think it's not like it's very, very high because we're talking about the things he doesn't do, but what he does do is very, very slept on out there. Like, he keeps every right back on their toes out there. Like,
I think there was points, Jeff, where Martinelli picked up the ball on the left hand side and he had like 3 players around him. So I was like, okay, he's gonna have to switch to play something. He took him all the way to the byline and getting past him. You're just like, no, that guy's something special.
Love it. So yeah, man, I love it. Like that's so yeah. Like he needs some props, man, because where Saka gets props, Saka deserves his props. That's our talisman. That's what it is. Like he is.
Yeah.
Like he cooked Anthony Robinson for a whole half. Like Anthony Robinson had a tough half. Like he got cooked for 45 minutes. Did well in the second half against Saka, but for the first, the damage is done. Like you've been cooked already.
Yeah. See, once it's 3-0 at half time, the game is wraps. No team is gonna let you come back at that point. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's pretty much it in the game for me, man. Like great performance. You can just see the maturity of some of those players, man, in the last year. Like even Saka, was great last year. Saka's even better this year.
Yeah,
but it's the maturity that you can see oozing out of him as well, and the confidence. Like he knows who he is now.
That's a grown man.
That's a grown 21, right?
21.
Yeah,
and the boy's strong as well, man. Don't go shoulder to shoulder with that kid.
Yeah,
he'll embarrass you.
Saka don't get body like that. And if he does, he usually gets fouled.
Yeah.
So
he's
very good with his back. So no, I mean, Arsenal were very, very good at the weekend. I hate that Fulham didn't have Paulinho. Could he have made a difference? Yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't have. Would Arsenal probably still have won? Probably still would have. That's a big shift that one player causes. But yeah, I think the Trossard signing you can see already is key for Arsenal.
Very.
I'm gonna read out some of the comments, but one of them that Mr. PK put is Trossard coming like Kleb 2.0. And I like that comparison because it's obviously for me, Kleb was obviously a better player. However, there's similarities to I know what he means by a winger who kind of slows the game down on the wing and can bring others into play. What I would say the difference is Trossard's better at the finishing side because Trossard gets a chance, he's bagging. And we all remember one thing about Kleb. He can be one-on-one, he still ain't shooting.
Yeah, I might even say Trossard might be more like, to me, I'm not comparing the two. He might be more like Cazorla, like where they're both very deceptive, like small players, good on the ball, dribbling wise, like they're good at making space for themselves, and they both can shoot. Like when they get a chance to shoot, either side, like Cazorla, I know Cazorla didn't score as much, but ball striking wise, left or right foot, 30 yards out, it's power. Like it's real power on those shots.
Yeah, that 2015 was it the 2015, 2014, 2015 season where he was on fire before he got his injury? Yeah. Or that one where I thought we was actually going to win the league that season because of how we started. I think that was when Eduardo got injured that season.
Eduardo, that was before.
Was it before?
Yeah,
was
that 07, 08.
Or was that 08, 09? Which one was it?
That was 07, 08, yeah. The one you're talking about with Eduardo.
But because I know the season you mean, like that season where Cazorla was playing DM.
I know the one you're talking about.
He was playing in the midfield, and it was him and Wilshere, I think, in the mid. Him and Jackie was in the middle. That was a mad season. that was going to be
Crazy.
dangerous. I think Nasri was
No,
still
but
in the squad.
you know, you know what it is, yeah. I'm glad Rash brought up the 2007, 2008 because I saw that stat that said before the Fulham game, Arsenal had 60 points. It's the same point score that Arsenal had in the Invincible season and 07 or 08, right?
That season, yeah.
So, yeah, in 07 or 08, we were 5 points clear as well, identical with 12 games to go. Bro, I didn't realize that I knew at the time we collapsed, but it didn't hit me until I thought back how much. Do you know what our next 6 fixtures were after we went 5 clear with 12 games to go? We had, I can't remember the order, but we had Villa at home, Middlesbrough at home, Wigan away, something like Blackburn or something at home, and another team away like Birmingham away.
Yeah.
Bro, that was our next 5 fixtures. We won 0 of those games. 0.
And that was the capitulation of that season.
That was the Eduardo da Silva thing. Literally just killed. It broke the team. It literally
him and Gallas, same game, because Gallas, you're the club captain, and you had a meltdown, and obviously you've just witnessed one of the worst injuries in football. All at the same time.
Cried too much, man. He was leaving it all on the pitch.
Yeah, that challenge. Oh man, like that.
But you know what? Yeah, the matter thing is that I feel like that team was slightly cursed. Eduardo broke his leg. Van Persie broke his ankle on international break.
Did Ramsey get injured or something?
That was before. That was just before.
Okay.
Rosicky had a 3-day injury, which became a year and a half. So imagine all 3 of them being out, and then that happens, and then your captain goes and has literally a meltdown on the pitch.
Stayed out, bro. He stayed out.
Literally stayed out on the pitch, and he was like 29, bro. Everyone else in the team was like 22.
But he was the only winner in the team.
Captain doing that. Now that team should deserve to win that league. Sorry, that team was special, man. But hey, we just gotta be better this time, innit?
Let's hope it's better this time, man. Hope we finish strong.
I think this time I feel like, because you have to remember as well, that team was going up against the United team that ended up winning Prem and champs,
and Chelsea,
and that Chelsea team that was at their prime too,
menacing.
And I think those teams at that time were probably better than this current version of Man City.
Yeah, they're more in sync for sure. Like City are, that's the thing. City are out of sync, but then
they can have last night.
And then you see last night, which looked like a victory of chaos, because the goals that they scored, it wasn't, to me, they weren't like typical City goals. They weren't typical. Do you know what I mean? They were get down and dirty. Yeah, they were get down and dirty, going in by any means necessary kind of thing.
Literally,
you know what I'm trying
to
say.
Looked like he's prepared to do. This is the first time I've seen Pep prepared to win like this. So whilst the same time, like this is like obviously where you can say we're content. We're not contenders. Maybe we're in pole position, depending on who's saying it. To me, I would be completely confident if it weren't City chasing us. Like City have won 3 of the past 4 leagues,
4 of the last 5.
4 of the past 5 leagues, and they're probably one of the best teams in Premier League history, like overall. And they've got one of the best managers. You've just signed one of the best strikers, and he's scoring, and you haven't clicked yet. So imagine that KDB is imagine this. KDB, we're saying, like people were saying, having a subpar season. He's top of the assist charts comfortably. He's still 12th, which isn't even amazing, but 12th. And the next one is 9, I believe, which is Saka.
Okay.
So like KDB, like of course, this is not his finest season, but that just shows you that even Haaland, like, he probably has 25, 30 touches a game. He's got 28 goals. And KDB's had a subpar season with 12. They could click in 11 games, and it could be long for everyone.
That's the thing, It's 11 games. It's just a final stretch, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a final stretch now. So yeah, man. Let me read some of the comments, and then we'll get into these predictions. Daniel saying Partey does 2 people's jobs.
Sure does.
100.
100%. Big up Frederick. Hope you're good, my bro. Saying Trossard is a technician.
100%
agree. Big up Duncan, my guy, saying the only time Pereira was good for United was in pre-season. I still remember one Irish
Pew pew
We love it, Duncan.
Hey,
pew pew.
Mr. PK, no one talking about our depleted team at the end of last season, though. We don't give a damn what injuries other teams have. That is facts, to be fair. I can't lie. At the end of the day, injuries matter only in the moment. After the fact, no one cares. You're still getting trolled.
Yep.
That's Salah as well. Salah don't dance, man. Hey, Jalil, man like Jalil, yeah.
Shout out to Lil, we miss you, bro.
My guy.
I see that one. Chelsea probably like to. Jalil saying Trossard, Jesus, Zinchenko, one of them are getting signed of the season after Haaland, depending on who wins the title. I'd still give it to Haaland regardless. The scores goes for fun.
He probably won't win it.
Look, was he on 39 goals already? Something like that?
38 in all comps, 28 in
38
39.
in 36 games, 39 in 36 games.
Oh, 39, sorry, yeah. 39 and 28 in the league. Like that's and this is the best debut season maybe ever in football in terms of like goal return.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Like because Suarez had a mean one when he came. I think Torres had a mean one. Aguero had a mean one. No one scored 28 goals. And the season still got 11 games to go, or 12.
What was Van Nistelrooy's opening season? Didn't he have a good one?
I mean, the best
Maybe
opening
like
season ever.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the best opening season ever in terms of output was Salah.
Yeah. What did Salah get?
The Chelsea time. Is that why you didn't say the Salah's first season?
Yeah, because he did start at Chelsea. Like,
it's a bit harsh. Even from me, I know that's a bit harsh on Salah because he didn't really get at Chelsea.
But
when you think about Salah at Chelsea, it made no sense. Mourinho was trying to play him on the left.
Yeah,
he had Hazard on the left. He should have just been playing him on the right, and then they would have had Salah and Hazard on the wings. That would have been a perfect blend. I really don't care, but then again, William was a baller too. I'm not gonna discredit William.
And he's back. William's
back. He's back. Yeah. He didn't play the weekend as well. Actually.
He didn't, which I think was a big relief for us as well.
Yeah,
I think he's injured.
You know, he would have had something to prove in it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually think he's injured. That other guy though, Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon. Yeah, he's
Solomon.
Good. Yeah, he's good still. He's good.
He can play.
Mr. PK saying Eduardo was a baller, and Jalil saying Haaland's almost scored a perfect hattie twice. It's true. 100%.
5 goals. Bro, I was watching because I was on the phone, so I had that on mute. But every time I looked up, the ball was in the net, so I just had to keep rewinding. I was like, what's going on? And
as soon as Pep took him off, I was done with that game, and I was like, "This is."
Are we talking about yesterday's game?
Yeah, man.
Listen, there was like three goals that I missed, and one of the goals that I wanted to see on the replay, I couldn't really see it because the goals was on top of each other on the tracker. So I'm pressing the ball, but it's going to the same goal all the time because the other goal was so close to it.
They were so close together.
I had to just watch it. I had to say, you know what? Let me just watch it and play through because it's close anyway. But yeah, he was possessed last night, bro. That was crazy performance.
Bro, he was just trying to smash everything into the goal, bro.
Probably still had 30 touches.
No, he did. He actually did.
That's what I'm saying. 5 of them are goals.
The guy's a machine, bro. He's just there, bro. He's there for goals, nothing else, bro. There for goals, nothing. Has the screen come up? It should have come up.
It has, yeah. It's come up.
Yeah. Sick. All right, cool. So we're gonna try and predict these last 11 games. It's helpful actually that they've both got the same amount of games left. So that definitely helps. Let me just do this. Not sure what's going on, but yeah, cool. So let's do this. So let's start with obviously people smash the likes. As Rash has just put in the chat, smash the likes and do feel free to chip in with your thoughts on who will win the league between Arsenal and Man City and results. So let's start out with Crystal Palace, Arsenal, Crystal Palace at home. What are we saying?
I think it's 66 points, by the way.
Are we on 66? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say against Palace, I'll say a win.
I'm going to win as well.
I pray
Rash?
for a win. I pray for a win. Palace are always a very hard outfit, but they're harder when we're up against them at Selhurst Park. I think it's a win, especially with their current performances. They just haven't really gelled recently. They're in a bit of a spot of bother actually, Palace.
No.
Big
Um,
spot, brother.
yeah, so hopefully we can capitalize on their downfall at the moment.
Agreed.
Cool. All right, let's go to Man City. Their next game is Liverpool at home. What are we saying?
Win. I'll say win.
Yeah, I'm not confident in Liverpool's form at all. Who knows what Liverpool's going to appear that day.
I think if
Yeah.
Liverpool were at home, they could win. But I just think away from home, I just don't think they got enough. Like midfield, they're just gonna get overrun in midfield. They're gonna get bullied, man.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they might get overrun in midfield still. I can't even lie. Okay, next up after that, Arsenal have Leeds at home. Gotta be 3 points.
I'd agree.
I'm always confident against Leeds at home.
Yeah.
I always predict things like 3-1. I've watched Arsenal against Leeds at home as well. We control the games more time. Yeah, I'm confident with that one. So we don't bite us in our butt.
Trust me.
Cool. All right, Southampton away for Man City.
Yep.
Win.
Yeah.
That should be a win. That should be a win. If they don't give away any silly free kicks in and around the box, that's a guarantee.
Is Ward-Prowse? Sorry, little side question. Is Ward-Prowse? To me, Ward-Prowse is the best free kick taker the Prem's ever seen. I'm just gonna say it.
I was having that argument before, and he was up there, but now to me, it's kind of official. He stamped it.
I think direct free kicks. Sorry, go on, bro.
I think I was just gonna say. I feel like this season he's taking it to a different level.
It's to the point, John, where it's to the point where now if I see that they have a free kick around the box, I'm like, oh, that's peak. It's a goal.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, nice one for Southampton. They got a quick one up to hold. Do you know what I mean? I just instantly think it's like a penalty for him.
Yeah,
but the bad thing is he's not that good at penalties.
That's the thing. That's the irony.
Imagine
he needs to work on his pens, bro.
Yeah. Imagine 12 yards, you got a problem. 25, no problem.
No problem. That boy needs a time for the ball to curl. That's one thing that proves to me. He close range. It's not enough time for the curling.
I've had that argument too many times. Like even like obviously United fans, how they feel about Beckham. I think Beckham is the best all-round free kick taker. If you mean deliveries in total, I mean set pieces in total, yes. I mean specifically direct free kicks. I think Ward-Prowse is the best.
But he's got more than Becks now, doesn't he? So
now one less.
Is he one less still? Oh, let's see if he busts that this season.
But then I was checking it out. Like
I think he matches it this season. Break.
Yeah, I think he could beat it. Like, he's that good at free kicks.
But bro, if he breaks it this season, are we talking about 7 goals or something from free kicks this season?
More than 7.
It'll be more than 7, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be. Oh, you mean this season?
This season, yeah.
What's the all time in one season? 14, 15?
Whoa.
Free kicks in one season. Who done that?
Is it? Oh, no. I'm chatting.
I was gonna say, bro, that guy's a
bro. I'm gonna say nah.
Yeah, no. I was actually thinking about overall. Actually, when I was thinking, no.
Let me check this. Ward-Prowse free kicks.
Yeah, check that.
He scored 3 this season.
Okay, I was gonna say
it's last season. I think he went crazy.
Because
last season he had. Let's see. No, he scored 4 last season.
Feels like he's gone. That's the thing. Like, obviously, when you say the actual numbers, people might be like, it's not that much. But
bro,
people don't actually realize the conversion rates on free kicks is so low.
Bro, he's almost at 20%. Like, I checked this that, and I think before the weekend, because he took one on the weekend, he hit the bar. But I think he had 17 out of 112. The 112 he's taken as a Southampton player. He scored 17. That's mean.
Don't you know?
That's a mean return. And the reason why I say he's so good is most of his free kicks are on target and they're troubling the goalie. It's not just like he'll score and then he'll get one later in the game and then that one's way over. No, the second one's at the same quality as the first.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the difference, because you got certain men that will take 20 free kicks and shoot 19 over the bar, miles
Mhm.
over the bar, and then one just happens to go in. And with
Mhm.
them, man, you're not really that fearful. But with
Yeah.
him,
Menace.
you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones he could get on target but not score, and you'll be like, hey, can't be giving away another free kick.
Yep.
And then now everyone's
Strong
on their
women.
toes when they're playing. So it's there's a difference. There's a difference.
Facts.
All right. Next game, we can all see it. Liverpool away. What are we saying?
Man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say loss. I think Anfield is too tough. Like, even though Liverpool are the weirdest team, especially this season, you go and win 7-0, then lose to Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, bottom of the
But
table.
I think those big games at Anfield, man, now we've had trouble at Anfield a lot in the past. I unfortunately don't see us winning that one. I'll probably see us losing.
I might go with a draw.
Okay.
I think we're due a win at Anfield. Long overdue.
I like the way you looked at that. I'm not mad at it.
And
You
that's
know
how
what?
I nothing in me makes me see how we're gonna win it. I just have a little feeling that it's that time, and if we are gonna do it, it's probably this season. Well, they're at their worst and we're at our best.
I hope so, man.
I hope so too, man. I hope I'm not just chatting.
I'm gonna do it like this. That way we actually see what we each think.
Oh, I like that.
Just add the
This is crazy. Jalil would have loved to be here.
Yeah, man.
Jalil thinks he's got knowledge of the unseen.
Well, I just took a shot and still.
Yeah.
Mystic J.
False prophets. We see you. We see you.
Mr. J, hey man. Let me do this. This would be so let me just sort this out. 1 sec. How about
All right, Jay, if you're listening, man, maybe you can do your predictions as well alongside with us right now and send it in at the end of the show.
yeah, no, that's facts still. That's a great shot, Rush. It'll be interesting to see what we have because then once it's here, then boy, it's chill, man. But
It's this fixture. I knew it was going to bring this out in us. Wow, we need our own.
you know what? One thing I was even thinking to add, which obviously could have been like over the top, is even like when the fixtures are played, like who's placed first, because we all know that makes a difference too.
Who's in pole position from? Oh no! Oh, so who? Okay,
like,
okay, yeah.
First, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
which has had usually because that has an impact on the team that follows afterwards. You know what I'm trying to say? We see it on the weekends when Arsenal win and City got to play afterwards, and when City play first and Arsenal got to play afterwards. We see the impact that it has on the game that we watch afterwards. The responses to what Arsenal have been doing to City's victories, though, has been very, very good to watch, very encouraging. Do you know what I mean? They're answering back basically, like, okay, your results aren't going to throw us off our strides. But I actually see a reaction from City when Arsenal play first. That's the difference. They seem to play with a little bit more desperation to occupy a superior position in the game, which can leave them with a few holes sometimes. That's just what I've noticed. That's my observation. You know, I think that when Arsenal win before they play, they are desperate to set some sort of plateau where they are dominant in that game, and they're anxious to get to it. Whereas normally they'll just play out the game knowing that they're going to get the result as time goes along. Hey,
here he is.
There he is. rub the bottle 3 times and he appears.
Mystic J is in the building.
I only got half an hour, but you know, I'm watching the show.
And don't worry, Liverpool thing starts in half hour, man. So don't worry.
I knew you'd get drawn in.
Just
as soon as Rash said it.
Yeah, I was thinking.
We got one.
As soon as Rash said it, I was like, yeah, Jalil's gonna show up here. He ain't missing this, man.
Do you know what? I was downstairs, yeah, chilling, yeah, just getting ready for the football, watching the build up and that. And then as soon as Max goes, "Oh, Jalil would love this," I was thinking, "Yeah, Jalil would love this."
He knows me so well.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So what? All right. So yeah, give us so we can catch up.
yeah.
Where give us
I've
your
really-
free.
So my three is Palace win, Leeds win, and Liverpool loss. Well, draw. Let me go draw. I don't want to be negative.
Oh, okay.
Because you know why? I heard what Rash said, yeah. Rash said we're overdue. We are overdue, but I just don't know, man, because Liverpool at home, I still thought they're still the team. But I'm gonna go for the draw. I feel like both teams will play it safe. And I hope if it's a boring game, it's a boring game. We take a draw out of it. I'll take a draw rather than a loss, you know. But I'd love a win. But yeah. So
Do you think the game that Liverpool face against City will have any impact whatsoever about the game that Liverpool face against us? The results of that. So if, say for instance, if Liverpool put in a good result against City, or if they have a very poor performance against City, do you reckon that will make them want to perform extra well against us? Do you reckon that will have any impact whatsoever?
You know what? I would say it's more dependent on what Spurs and Newcastle are doing.
To get into that top 4, top 5.
Yeah, it's very likely that in 2.5 hours' time, Liverpool are out of all competitions. But then top 4 is the only thing they have to play for.
The man are walking alone, boy. Walking alone this season.
you know what? I'm gonna say something crazy. When you sort of doing it, I think Liverpool and City will be a draw.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Sounds
Liverpool
good.
and City will be a draw. I feel that Liverpool will go. City will go for it. But I'm already predicting a 2-2 in that game. I think the beautiful chances will be created by City as we've seen before, especially from last night. And that obviously it was a bit of all the goals were flipping like rebounds and all that jazz. You know, it wasn't Pep like Pep goals. But Liverpool, I feel like Liverpool still got firepower, man. You know, they just got to click and you're laughing. You know, Salah's you're the top goal scorer for Liverpool for a reason. You know, in Champions League and all this jazz. You know what I mean, he's only going to hit more records. So I put a lot of faith into Liverpool to do the business over them, but not just to do the business. I think it will be a job. I don't feel like the defense is all that. I do feel like their midfield's all right, but yeah, you can't really boss Liverpool. City's midfield. Let's be real with it.
Yeah. Okay then. All right. So let's all do Leicester at home for Man City. I'm going win.
3 points.
Yeah. Rash.
Sorry, dealing with the minions at the same time. Leicester home at Man City. I reckon Leicester will try to put up a good fight, but ultimately I think they get steamrolled. I think City will have that. Yeah.
Or Arsenal West Ham away.
Win.
Yeah.
West Ham are in a bit of trouble, man.
Yeah.
I think that one might be a draw as well. For the reasons of it's happened this season when the team needs points, and you got to remember one thing, yeah. It's coming at the latest. You know, fuck it. It's a win. We're gonna win. But I just got to say this because my head's all. You know what I mean? But you got to think about something. When something's coming at the latter stages of the Prem, you know the teams that are fighting for survival. I think I say it with my chest. I definitely think West Ham will stay up. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're gonna get relegated. But when it comes to us, I feel like for some reason every team wastes time with us. Goalkeepers, they all getting yellows. Do you know what I mean? You know, they're wasting time. They're taking that sack. Like, I've got a feeling they're gonna play one of their best games against us. That's why I was thinking the draw. I still think we'll score, but I still feel like they could rattle us because they're big team and stuff. You know. So I still want to go for us for the win though. But I just double thinking.
Okay. Man City Brighton away.
I think they're gonna draw.
I think they draw. Yeah, I think they can draw that.
Brighton ain't for play over there, man.
I would have gone for a draw as well.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think this one's Brighton's 2-1. I think they're very efficient in the back. The manager's got them playing really good football. Their attacking is concise and effective. I think if they get their strategy correct against City, as we've seen before for Brighton, I reckon they can pull it off. I think that's going to be a blip in City's little run right here, and I think we've got some blips coming up in the week that we're going to be approaching after we play Southampton.
Okay, and do you know what you going for?
I'm going for the City win. Yeah, I just feel like it's come to the stage where we're going to see the magical Pep just throwing stuff out there and making sure every result's a result that he likes, So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Southampton at home for Arsenal. Win.
Yep.
I'm gonna win.
Win.
Just don't give a free kick away.
Tricky win. Yeah, I think we'll win.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Man City, Arsenal at home.
At home. Yeah,
We've lost.
Win.
They win. Facts.
I reckon this is going to be their revenge for their loss against Brighton. We're going to get peppered.
And I'll take a loss like that if the results around it goes well. Like City beating us twice and still us lifting the title if it happens, praying. But
I'm all for it.
Yeah, same. I'm all for it and all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now, obviously, that automatically does our Arsenal next game, which would it be City away. I put the zeros there. So City follow the Arsenal game with Fulham away.
Win for City.
Win.
Yeah, win for City.
You could probably do all of mine now. I say City don't lose another game.
I
win every game.
You say City win all the rest of their games, or are you saying they don't? Are you looking at the rest?
I think they win every other game.
I say they win every game other than the Chelsea game.
I see that they win every game also, except for the Chelsea game, which I think is going to be a draw. Yeah, I think that Chelsea game is going to be a draw. I can't see Chelsea beating them, but I just think they're going to show up in a good game.
I see Chelsea beating them.
That's good.
You see Chelsea beating them?
I see Chelsea beating them, yeah.
At the Etihad, yeah?
At the Etihad, I see Chelsea beating them. It's going to be a weird game.
Saying Mudryk hat-trick along with that crazy prediction as well.
Shit. Mudryk hat-trick ain't that crazy.
So I've actually just got them to draw at. I think they might even draw with Fulham. I can't lie.
Wow, they still finishing that up 90 points. That's crazy. Yeah, they might even win the title, fam. What the hell?
I got them on 92.
They're on 92, Jeff, which is their one less than their tally of last season. I'm on 88, so I'm on the lowest. But Jeff and Jalil and Rash just won up on 89. So now let's see. Arsenal. What's this? 5 fixtures left. 5 fixtures left. Maximum they can get is 15 points. So we can all see our relative maths here on what we have. So Chelsea at home, I think Arsenal beat Chelsea at home.
I think so. I think we do well against Chelsea normally, man.
I think it's a draw.
Same. Yeah, Rashford beat me to it. Yeah, same. Unfortunately, man.
This one.
I think I think that's a draw as well.
See, I see us losing this one.
I see a draw.
I just haven't been convinced with Newcastle's play recently. They're not the fiery team that they were at the beginning half of the season. They're slowed down a lot and their goals have dried up too. I just can't see them. I can see them being very difficult to break down, but I just can't see them beating us. I think it's going to be a draw. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, Brighton at home. I got Arsenal winning, even though that'll be tough, though.
It's gonna be a mad game, but yeah, I'd say we win.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mad game. I can see that being mad still. I can see that being tense at the Emirates.
We win that. We win that at home. We win that.
Arsenal, though.
I see a draw.
That's fair, man.
Mm-hmm.
Rasty's a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Rash doesn't have us winning a game like since Southampton.
You guys winning,
Rash? No, I draw against Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, Rash don't see us winning the title.
Yeah, we think we win. We're gonna lose by 2 points. Rash is one. I say we win. That's what I let you know. Let everyone know. As it stands, only John has us going to goal difference. All of the rest of us have us losing.
Yeah, that's the reality, isn't it?
Yeah. City. Oh no.
No, I don't. Anyway. I think we're gonna win the last 2 games.
Oh no, I'm looking at my total. So
yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
I think we got the last two in the bag.
Okay,
same.
okay. So yeah.
Same. I think we got the last two in the
I
bag.
think we're gonna lose then because I've got us on 90 points.
That's fair, man.
There we
Right, so
go.
I've also got us on 90 points as well, but I've got City on 89.
By 1 point. Same. Hey, Rash, me and you are the same still.
Hey,
Well,
hey.
I'm gonna mark it
Be
like this.
dramatic.
I'm gonna mark it like this. Whoever has Arsenal winning the league, I'll just mark it with the color. That way it's easier based off the points though. So I think I had 92.
Let's give it a bit more of
Yeah.
a positive color. Oh, well, you've done it red. Yeah, red's victory.
Red and
Yeah,
blue.
yeah, cool.
Yeah. Red's victory. Jalil had. Wait, what did you have, Jalil? You had 90. And what did you have for City, Jalil?
89, I believe.
Yep.
89.
You had.
By 1 point.
Okay.
Me and Rash had the
You
same.
had. Okay.
Hey, this is scary. But hey, if Jeff's prediction comes. I mean, do you know what? I don't think losing at 1 point. I think we should still get our respect from. I know we won't get it from fans and pundits, but we can look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, "Carl, we actually almost done it." Do you know what I mean? Like, what up there? Because if you look at the bigger picture, after we flopped last season, there were like people saying, "Oh, but how are you not going to get top four now? Every team's going to buy Tottenham, United." Fucking even Newcastle's coming up with their money and everything. Everybody
That was
saying,
you, man. That was you, bruv. Chatting.
no, but that's what I'm trying. If I did say it, bruv, like I'm in the wrong. Like, but I actually had us finishing top four this season, and the next season challenging. So we're a year in front of where we should be, in my opinion. But having said that, I think it's cool that even if we don't win, if let's say for example, Jeff's prediction comes true, even if we don't win, it's still a fucking good season, and we've seen a lot of stuff that we could be grateful for and happy about as fans, in my opinion. You know.
It is probably won't address like the I already got most fans who probably don't believe Arsenal the real deal yet. I'm not talking about Arsenal fans, I'm talking about all. So if we don't, it's gonna be the same like black clouds over us. So mentally it's gonna be we need to win. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's you know what? It's mad. Like when you look at it like this, it's actually mad. Like Jalil and Rash have Arsenal winning it by 1 point. Jeff has Arsenal winning it by, and to be fair, the reason why there's a difference between Jeff and you man is because Jeff has City winning one more game than you man had. Because you all had Arsenal getting the same points within the run in 24. And I had Arsenal getting 26. Was I being kind to them?
You know
I
what?
think.
Kind. Or were you
I
man
think.
being
What game was it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I got them winning 7. I got them going unbeaten.
Who,
Damn.
City?
Yeah,
To be
like
fair,
in
I got City going unbeaten too, but I got what 3 draws in there or 4 draws?
nah, maybe you know what? I'm gonna make it interesting. I got them drawing the last game of the season.
Oi. Oh, then they win on goal difference.
As it stands, if they might
As it
not keep,
stands.
yeah, it might change.
As it stands. Damn, that's proper tight,
That would
though. I
be
can't even lie.
insane.
That is
Let me just see what our goal difference is now.
what are we 6 behind them?
1 sec. Let me just bring it up.
Because obviously we have to
Yeah.
remember
It's five
Five
isn't
behind.
it?
Is it? Would it be worth maybe putting it in so we could review it at the end of the season?
Yeah. I'll add that in.
So I got City have got 42 goal difference.
Yep.
And Arsenal got 37.
Give me a second quickly, lads.
Yeah.
Numbers. Let me just 7 points. Arsenal got 66 at the moment. GD of what?
37.
And what's Man City's GD?
42.
Yeah.
Hey. Hopefully we don't get Liverpool, man, where you do everything you can and lose on goal difference. But it's more
It-
than it's
it-
very possible.
It wouldn't shock you.
Nah,
It would not shock you at all. We've
That's
seen
why-
we've seen the story before.
that's even why, like the other day, I wanted us to be a little more ruthless. Like we could have got 6 the other day. Like even when Jesus came on, he missed one. If I remember correctly, Trossard missed a good one on the left foot. I can't remember if Martinelli missed any. Saka definitely missed a couple. Odegaard did. There was good chances. We could have, like these kind of games, you need to catch up. We need to be ruthless.
It's mad.
Facts.
It's actually mad. So based off this running, I've got Arsenal winning the title by 4 points. Sounds like a big gap.
No, but John, if you look at it, it is 5 points at the currently, so it's not a crazy
I'm
thing. It's
saying-
not crazy.
It's not. The only thing that makes it a bit crazy that includes Man City beating Arsenal. But
Yes.
but again, I don't know, man. What did I put City to slip up? Brighton away, Fulham away, and Brentford away. I mean, with the way City have played this season, those are all not impossible.
Listen, man, I'll say this: they got some tough games.
got
Brighton, Arsenal, and Fulham is a tough run, and Brentford and Chelsea at the end is a tough run.
Like, that's a horrible last 2 games to have, actually.
Brentford, the last game. Imagine if Brentford are like fighting for Europa, which is more than possible. Like that's a tough game. You gotta go play against Ivan Toney and them man there.
How long's the Tony Stadium ban? 3 months or something like that? How long's his ban? He got found guilty, didn't he? So he got a ban.
They haven't even been charged
Nah,
with
it's-
with
yeah.
a
I thought,
ban yet, though.
I
No
thought I saw
ban.
something that said that he got a stadium ban.
Nah, you
No,
can't.
I don't think so.
Nah, because he played on the weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I think the charges, the ruling came after that, isn't it? But I'm not too sure. Let's see.
No, I think he's all right at the moment. He will be. He probably will be banned.
You know what it is with these fixtures as well. Like obviously we've done our predictions here, and I think we've done quite a good job. But it also depends, like we said, the time and who plays first, but also what's left to play for. Because obviously, like let's say for example Chelsea coming to Arsenal, Chelsea might not have anything to play for, but because it's a London thing, they might be like, "Hey, Bundy's man, let's try and ruin it for them." Might go
Good
to
point.
City and be like, "Bro, we ain't got nothing to play for, man. Let's let these man beat us." You know what I'm saying? Nottingham Forest are winning.
Potter has something to play for his job at the moment.
True.
To be honest, because he's had such a poor season. If he was to still have a shit season but win the City game convincingly and even win the Arsenal game convincingly, that's them saying, "Look, we know he can do a job. Let's give him more time." I think he's
That's the
going to be
thing.
taking every game serious.
And also the other dangerous thing with that is it's always dangerous playing against teams that have quality players when they have zero pressure. Because sometimes they might just be like, "Hey, let me just ball out today." Because why not?
Well, look
Chelsea
at
are that team.
Look at Newcastle last season.
Yeah, look
When
at
they
the
were
cross.
doing good, but and then
Look
they
at
played
the
us.
cross.
We needed that victory. They said no way, but
Yeah.
And
it's
now,
like
imagine now they got Isak, they got Sir Maximan back in the fold, Gimares, and they're fighting for top 4.
that's the thing, and they're fighting for top 4.
And
Could work in our
Tyneside,
favor. We might not handle the pressure.
hopefully,
Yeah,
we need to hope so.
you know that win to them was important at the weekend, knowing that Liverpool dropped
Massive,
points as well.
massive,
Like
huge win.
you saw it, bruv.
Massive.
So you know what they're going for.
I'll say this: that Isak boy next season, he's gonna be him. That guy dangerous.
He's a player, man. He's a player. Let me look at so Jalil had Arsenal dropping points at Liverpool, a draw, that's fair. At City, that's fair. And Chelsea at home, I get that. And then Newcastle away. I can understand all of them.
But, it's crazy because even with City, I don't really have them in the last like 11 fixtures to have them potentially to drop any points. But if we're thinking football and how the season's gone, they're due at least 2 or 3 losses. I don't even know why I only put 1. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking like how football is and how teams like shit teams that we never thought would they potentially would lose to have done the business over them. kind of
I
just
mean,
thinking. I'm thinking now that really every
and
single
you gotta think,
game-
and you gotta think about it, Jalil. Man City have history with this. If you remember back to 2012, United went 8 points clear with 6 games to go.
And lost.
The United team with Fergie in charge and lost the league on goal difference. I remember United went away to Wigan, who were 18th, and lost 1-0. Next week, next game, Everton at home, 3-1 up, 5 minutes to go, draw 3-3. Then next game, Man City away, they lose 1-0. 8 points went in 3 games.
Yep.
Just like that.
Just like that. And then City almost fucked it up on the last day themselves.
Bro, that's
I
Yeah.
hope to keep it up.
2 goals in injury time.
2 goals in injury time. They were about to mess it up.
Man United had won. They had won the league.
Bro, put it
Yeah,
this
man.
way. At this stage of the season, this was 98. United had 59 points in 26 games. Arsenal had 47 points at 26 games. I think we might have even have been third or second. I'm not sure which one. And we went and won the league by we won the game, we won the league comfortably in the end.
Comfortably, yeah. Like it can all change quick. Like the only thing I can see is that just imagine it goes down to the last day and Arsenal are 1 point clear. There's no way Arsenal bought it at home on the last day to Wolves, right?
Hey, bro. I've seen stranger things at the Emirates.
Because you just know, hey, if Arsenal do that, the whole season literally doesn't matter. It's the trolling is back.
Oh, the troll is going to be impeccable. They're going to have their jokes ready from now.
I've got this friend who doesn't want to hear nothing about what your goals were at the beginning of the season. The moment you exceed you exceed that goal anytime in this season, that's the new bar. You better stay there. Yeah. I've had dreams, of Arsenal going to the last 3 games. Yeah. Still 5 points ahead of City. Knowing that if we win our last one and there been 2 games left, that we've won the league. I've had dreams of this, us winning the league with games to go. If we could do that, I'm not shutting up for a whole season.
Hey,
them are gonna be vexed with me. Everyone's gonna hate me, bro.
Everyone's gonna want to fight you, innit?
Yeah,
Everyone, I'm gonna allow people to say, this is why I hate Arsenal fans. I'm gonna give them the reason, bro. They're gonna hate my guts.
Likewise. Like if we win and then we get the signings we want, you ain't gonna shut me up. Even if we lose next season, I'm just gonna be talking all season long.
I mean, if Arsenal get the signings we want in the summer, then
hey, don't chat to me.
And I'll be honest with you guys. I don't want Rice.
Oh no.
You have to turn your face. Go on with me, bro.
No.
I don't want him, bro.
And that's not to say Rice is bad. I think Rice is a good player. I just that the price and the hype. I think you can go to Spain or La Liga and pick up a nice techie baller go get someone else from the Prem maybe. And for the price of Rice, I think Rice is quoted like 80 mil, 90 mil.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Like the reason why it's a joke is because I know there are better players and that will fit Arsenal's style.
Well,
He doesn't look like an Arsenal player, and to be honest, and it's funny. He's a Tierney style of player, good old fashioned player in that position, in their position, and they play it very well. Hey, nice shot. But yeah, that's. There we go. You're back, Johnny. What did you say?
It looked like you're doing back in the funky.
You still got the moves, my guy. Yo,
they ain't got nowhere.
I love that move.
He loves it, bro. Johnny Bravo.
But even that Grealish quoted at 100 mil makes sense because, it don't make sense, but at least he had 6 goals, 10 assists. Like Rice has got 2.
Do you know what it is as well, Jeff? It's knowing that he is Partey's replacement. I'm like, nah.
And then even if he ain't and he plays in the 8, like you're not. You're too limited to even play in the 8. Like you're not expensive enough. Your skill, to me anyway, like your skills ain't expensive enough. Like you're not expensive enough on the ball. You can dribble a bit. You're a bit powerful, but in those games where we're the defense is sitting deep and we need to unlock a defense, I'm not looking to Declan Rice to unlock no defense.
And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I want Jude Bellingham.
Ooh.
That's what I want. And you know what?
Yeah,
I don't give a damn if everyone's like, yeah, well, that's out of the question. I heard we're talking. I heard there's people trying a thing. Yeah.
If
And
we win,
and look, remember he had kind of tunnel vision for Paul, but I wouldn't have that if Paul finished outside of top 5. Do you know what I mean? That changes everything. I'm not saying
if
it makes
Liverpool
it
don't finish top
favorable
4,
for
they're not
us.
getting, yeah. If Liverpool don't
Yeah, it might make
finish
it
top
more
4, they're not
favorable for
getting
Madrid or something like that. But
Didn't get
he
him,
might listen. He
ooh,
might
that'd be
listen.
crazy.
He signed a new contract, ain't he?
Probably just to
If
help
he
the
did
sell.
that, it's just to get a higher price. Yeah. If he did that,
Yeah.
But
Like,
then
like
he can just
Caicedo,
he
because
can wait there.
Caicedo still wants to move.
Yeah, but
He
he can
signed a new
still
contract.
wait there for another year.
I don't know if he's gonna wait there any longer though.
Mm-mm.
He's already waited maybe a year, 2. Like, I think Bellingham was the guy when he arrived. He got bought for like 20-25 mil.
Yep.
he
And
did
you know
actually,
what?
yeah.
You could see his frustrations in that
Sweet
Champions
DJ.
League game. Yeah, you could see it. It
Yeah.
was the whole game. He was frustrated. He knows he deserves better.
Bro,
Yeah, he knows he needs a better team around him as well.
I just think his price is what 140.
yeah, it's
Mm,
high. It's high.
I just don't think for a centre mid. I don't know, man. Arsenal,
No,
I think,
it's
man.
Bellingham's my guy, man. I love Bellingham. Bellingham at Arsenal. Hey.
Can you imagine?
Arsenal
to me
is
nice.
spending 140, bro.
Hey, well, all right, that brings us to,
Arsenal Mbappe, bro. Let alone Bellingham.
but
Hey,
the thing is,
he'll put in they'll put in an opening bid of 60.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
that's
it's
the Arsenal thing to do.
now the Arsenal board that changed today, yeah. So there's all the
Yeah, that's
structure
true.
changed. So, what's the guy? Tim Sutton is like executive chairman or something like that, and then obviously the Cronkies are at the top. So who knows, man? Like, if we win, first of all, it looks like we're getting Champions League. That's an extra 80-100 mil right there.
That's done.
Yes,
That is
yes.
done, bro.
Right
There
there.
you go.
That's
There you
even
go.
without
That's,
playing, like in the
exactly.
knockout stages.
That's a transfer fee right there and alone. And imagine
Yeah.
if you win the Prem as well.
That's an extra
Oh.
90-100.
And Arsenal will sell some players.
Mhm.
Yeah, some people are going in the summer, like, and you're probably at the top of that list, not because Arsenal want to sell him, but because he would want to go. It's probably Tierney. Like, if I'm Tierney, I played like in some of these games, he's not even coming on. Like, he came on last week, but the game before that, like, we needed a goal. They brought on Nelson. They didn't bring on him, and normally we would bring on Tierney and move Zinchenko forward. That's what we were doing earlier in the season. Now you're playing Nelson. Like, it's gonna be. Tierney is probably gonna go. I love Tierney. I'll be upset to see him go, but he'll probably be gone.
And Tomiyasu's obviously coming into the left as well now, so it's quite sad that Tierney. I'm starting to like the geese. I think.
Oh, shut up, bruv! Don't you want to hear your BS, bruv. Shut your mouth, bruv. Yeah, this is what you wanted all along.
Hey, Joe was on his neck, though. To be fair,
on his neck.
He was always injured. He was always injured. So
you were giving him the John Bones Jones, man. You were choking him out.
Trust me.
Jesus.
I was on him. I can't lie, but
You just know how his sentences start. Look, I like the fella. We just knew what was coming. We knew.
I know it is. You know what happens? Sometimes you beat up a guy so much, that at the end, when he's broken down and depressed, then you start liking him.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
When he's down and out.
You already
Hey, bro, that stinks of Jalil. Jalil's a big guy to smash you up and go home and cry about what he did. Yeah.
Bro, imagine you black the guy's eye at bad times, like the same right eye. You just be punching him in it. And now,
and then struggle to sleep at night. How dare you? Shut the hell up, man. I don't want to hear it.
Shout out to you, man.
That sounds like me. I can't really lie, but it is what it is. I do see him leaving, man. Unfortunately, due to the money coming in. That's who he wants, and he wants him. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think Arsenal will probably lose Tierney. They'll lose either Balogun or Nketiah. They'll probably lose Tavares.
We're gonna do the show, the keep or sell. I don't think a lot of people like compared to last year. not a lot of people are going to get sold. I think we're going to keep a lot more compared to what we usually say, right?
Man's keeping Xhaka. I don't care. Another season, give him an extension. But
I don't know if we're going to keep him. Vieira might have to fill into that gap now, man. I can't lie.
No,
I don't think Xhaka will get sold.
Well, he's doing the whole mentoring thing as well at Arsenal right now.
But Gino got outed as a bully.
She know about you.
my work colleague. Big up Vanessa in the building, man.
It's your work colleague, man.
Appreciate you tuning in. Much love.
Yeah, appreciate you, my love. But I was gonna say one thing as well, because I'm just going off to this Saturday as well, lads. Or Sunday whenever we're playing. I think it'll be a psychological thing for City if we're going first. Let's say, for example, we win, we get them 3 points. That's 8 points. Is it 8 points? Yeah, 8 points ahead of them. They're gonna think, okay, Liverpool, we've got to smash it. They might overthink it.
Remember, Liverpool's not even this weekend for them.
I know, it's a week after. Because they're
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And I think this is beneficial for us. You know, I think it's beneficial for us. They're still in Champions League. In my opinion, Premier League is always up there. But that's up there. You get what I'm trying to say to you?
For them.
Still an FA Cup, so they're still going to use players.
That's true, yeah.
You know, you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm with you, bro. Hey, I think Arsenal, I can't lie, I think Arsenal will win it.
We got a big.
I even said it back in Jan. I said I think Arsenal will win it. I said it back in Jan.
I'm not even gonna lie. I actually hate that we're here at this stage in this show, because we know that this is when we start to say, okay, who's gonna win and who's not and stuff like that. And now we're finally, every single one of us has put a stamp on what we actually think. Jeff is actually the only one who doesn't think we're gonna make it.
That's on goal difference.
Yeah, it could be a trick.
That's on goal difference.
I could have it in my mind, and I could just be saying it.
Trying to do the reverse judge. Jeff doing the reverse judge out here. You get me?
Yeah. Hey.
I hear you.
Hey, reverse judge is strong, you know. Hey, it works.
I'm not with it. Any form of judge, I'm not with it.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, but listen, people. I know the Real Madrid-Liverpool game has started, so we all want to tune into that, see what happens in that game. So we're gonna cut off now. We're gonna be back potentially on Friday with a show, if not definitely next Monday for a review. But yeah, big up everyone who's tuned in. Great engagement as always. Make sure you smash the likes on your way out. It means a lot to us always. And if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. Follow us on TikTok as well. We're on TikTok. And yeah, also hopefully we'll be back in the studio soon. It's springtime, so hopefully we can get back in the studio, give you guys some shows as we approach the end of the season. So yeah, do make sure you smash a like. And as obviously, because we're wrapping up quick, but as Rash would always say, you know, like let's keep praying for everyone around the world. Obviously, we spoke recently about the situation in Turkey and Syria. But let's keep our minds out there for all the other like travesties, hardships that are going on around the world. Let's just always be good to one another. And yeah, show kindness, empathy, and genuineness. Let's keep doing that, people. But until next time, we're out. We appreciate you lot as always, and take care. Let's enjoy the game. Peace.
Love.